We're back in the bus again, here we are, and I've been doing a little bit here, there and everywhere, just kind of what I can, where I can with what I've got already, so I don't have to go out and buy more stuff. Whether it be pulling stuff out of these cupboards, which I've done. I've got a box down there full of dirty plates. Well, all the porcelain, there's mould on some of it, the mould are not on others, so I'm just going to pull it all out and deal with it later. Doing stuff to the engine here, that's why I've got the cover off. I was checking the, what are they? The glow plugs last night. One is fine, one is a little bit bad, and the other two are completely crap. So that's why it's so hard to start. I was dealing with the electrics. I've pulled out all the unnecessary wires, the ones I didn't know that went anywhere, and I've kind of rewired it so it works the way I want it to work. It still needs some more work on it, but that's more to come. The battery's down under here, so I've been working down under there behind the fridge. I had the fridge pulled out, the fridge doesn't work, so I pulled that out to get to the wiring behind it all. So there's something wrong with the fridge. What else is there? Just electrics. The front seat I've ripped up because it wasn't mounted properly to start with, so I pulled it out to hopefully get that sorted, whether that is just mounting it and then finding seat belts. Other than that, I've just got my Speedo back from the chap who was repairing it. I went down and picked it up today. It's not fixed because it was going to cost an arm and a leg to get it fixed, so I didn't worry. So I got that back so I can reinstall it. I don't need the odometer working so to get over the pits, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. So that's something I can worry about later on. Otherwise, I'm just in here at the moment. I'm going to start trying to clean this up a bit because I've just got stuff everywhere. I've just been working on everything I can all at once, so I will start trying to clean up a bit because it's just messy and I can't find all my tools and there's stuff everywhere. So I will start doing that. Otherwise, this is all there is so far. The horn, I fixed the horn up the front there. I stole the little horn off my DAX, my little CT70, and I've just kind of, it had air horns, but I've ripped them both out because they don't work. So I've ripped the air horns out and I've replaced it with this little tiny motorbike horn, and it just sounds so cute. Get over here. Doesn't that sound cute? Shouldn't really be stepping on the engine, but I need to put the lid back on. That's something else I need to do. I need to replace the lid because all the wood on it's kind of rotted out and stuff like that. So that's something I can worry about later on. It's nothing super important, but it's just nice to have everything nice and working. I'll put this back on. So here we got the top of the engine. This is my glow plug rail, this bit along here. What you have to do is unscrew the 4 bolts on it. There's 4 little bolts. I've got a 7mm socket and I just kind of put them on there with the socket. So a ratchet and a 7mm socket. And you undo that and then you just pop that out. And the last one is a 10mm because that's where the power connects on. So I'll quickly show you that. There we are, they're all loosened. So now I can slide this rail out. As you can see, it's got little slots in it, so that's where the bolt would go through. That allows me to just slide it out and check the glow plugs. It's very convenient. To check the glow plugs, you'll need a multimeter. And you want to put it on resistance. So the lowest function of resistance, which I've got, is 200 ohms. That's somewhere you can see it. That's says 1. You want to check the resistance of the wires themselves, so you connect them together. I am getting 0.5 ohms or 0. Sometimes 6 ohms in resistance just in the cables alone. That's my base. So whatever result I get, I can take that off. 0.5 off. So what we want to do is check the resistance between the actual tip of the glow plug, which the screw bit goes on, and usually the base, or you can't put it on the engine. You want it to be under 1 ohm is a good reading. If I can get through the grit and the dirt. There There we are, that's pretty close. That's saying 3.9, so you take the 0.6 off and it'll be 3.3. That is not good. That should be, there we are, it's even lower. But in saying that, it's still not good enough for, it needs to be under 1 ohm. That one's 1.92, so that one's just a little above what it needs to be, so that would need to be replaced as well. This one is well over, not even coming through, so you can tell that one's no good. And this last one, so you can tell these back two are so bad they're not even registering, and the second one is alright but needs replacing, and that one there is probably, they all need replacing to be honest, and that explains why it is so hard to start. That's how you check your glow plugs. So there you are. The other major part of what I've been doing in here is trying to work out how to mount the seat properly. This is where it was mounted here, and the height adjuster was sticking into the floor here, so it wasn't actually bolting down flat. So what I've done is I've made these little height adjusters, because there's a bit of a 2-inch step here. It's got to have enough height on one side and then have enough height on the other side to kind of level it out. Before it only had the one block and it was sitting up here, and there was a bit of a height discrepancy and the seat was kind of wonky. It wasn't that noticeable until you're sitting in it, but it was a bit of a wonky setup there. We come over and look at the passenger side. They've already done that kind of same thing down here. There we are. You can see there's some blocks of wood and a nut, and that's just holding the seat at a level height, just to try and counteract the fact that it's sitting up higher on the other side. So they've already done that on that side, and they kind of did the same to the driver's seat, but it wasn't very well. It wasn't done very well, so climb back. So I will set it up now and I'll show you what I've done. So there we kind of have it. We have a block of wood at the front. We have 2 blocks of wood on this side, and then we have the long block of wood with the steps on the other side. And that is what's making the seat level. And here we go. It took all day, but the seat is finally mounted down. Just trying to spend the day trying to find the right length bolts, and had to go back 2 or 3 times to get the right ones I was after. But these are down, and the seat's not going anywhere. The ones on the other side need to be tightened up, or just to be finished tightening, but otherwise that is bolted in. I need to get some belts on it still, need to get some seat belts, but so far that's a big improvement. Well, that's all I've got for now. Thanks for watching. If you want, hit like, hit subscribe. I'm doing a lot of work on this bus and a lot of work on my other projects. So until next time, that's all I've got for this. Until next time, adios.